Greetings, Earthlings. You're back with Hero Lair again. Another trailer reaction. My name's Dan. Hanging out with me on the couch is Josh, Mario, Big Sean. Today we got the first official teaser for Star Trek Beyond. The third one in this new kind of rebooted, live long
and prosper.
Star Trek.
Yeah. Who are big Trekkies here? I've seen like 95. The only thing of Star Trek I've never seen is the Scott Bakula series. What was that? Enterprise?
Yeah.
I never even watched any of that.
I didn't watch any of that either.
You know what? Voyager turned me the fuck off. I was just
done after Voyager.
Like I like 7 of 9, but it was just boring.
Yeah, everything. It was rough, but I still was able to stomach Voyager. Mm-hmm. The other one, I didn't.
Enterprise,
Enterprise, no.
But I hear it's really good though. Really? I hear it's like
Enterprise really good.
Didn't look action.
Didn't look good. I don't know.
It had a weird opening. Like, because you know how all the other ones had a very dramatic opening? Yeah, it was almost like a rock song.
In my heart.
It was strange.
What the fuck is this?
I'm out.
You know what it reminded me of? Like an hour episode of Star Trek First Contact. That's exactly what, like, I felt that's what they were going for, because I guess in Star Trek First Contact, you know, they go off into... it was the guy who made the first warp engine.
Yeah.
So it was like a couple years after that, and now they have warp capability, and it's the first Star Trek.
Okay, so it's in that period of time. Gotcha. Yeah, that's one of my probably of the theatrical movies. It's one of my favorites of the next generation.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that as well. And you'd think that would be a good concept. I just it just couldn't hold me. I don't know, and I stuck through Voyager too.
Yeah, I think I was tapped out at that point, man.
You know what? I think
I was tapped out.
Maybe.
You know?
I
think,
and then there was and especially that network model of 24 episodes where so much of that is just filler, and you know, Sopranos had already been out, The Wire had been out, so you got into this gritty like 15 episode
HBO
style. Maybe that's what it was, but I would love it to come back to TV. These new reboots, I'm a fan of them. J.J. Abrams has done the last two, rebooted it. They're fun. They're not. I wouldn't really call them so much sci-fi. They're more space action adventures.
Oh, for sure.
Right? They're a very different take. I still enjoy them though. This one is directed by Justin Lin, who did I think he did like Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift all the way to Furious 6. So the most recent Furious 7 that came out this year, he didn't do that, but he did all the other ones. So he pretty much brought that series to big prominence.
You know what these sequels remind me of? Remember the reboot of Lost in Space?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
With Joey from Friends.
They're putting all this action in, kind of. It's like, it's just...
I didn't mind that actually.
Yeah.
I like that. That was.
Well, if I can't imagine. This is going to be way more action when you get the Fast and Furious guy.
Yeah.
So we'll see how much it is. So
Vin Diesel's
I'll reserve judgment. I'll reserve judgment till we see the movie, but obviously we'll see what the trailer goes. So here we go, guys.
All right, let's see it.
Star Trek Beyond. If Kirk goes, I live my life a quarter warp at a time. These Beastie Boys.
Yeah. It's like the first movie.
Good choice. Hey, well played.
It was in the car.
We got no ship.
It's the flame decals on the Enterprise.
How are we gonna get out of this one? We'll find hope in the impossible. Well, at least I won't die alone. Well, that's just typical.
What the hell? It is Fast and Furious.
Wow. Kirk's jumping motorcycles.
Begins, Captain. This is where the frontier pushes back. What the hell is this?
I know why you're here.
I wonder who he's gonna sleep with.
Yeah. She's not green.
So the Enterprise is fucked up? Wow. Interesting.
Okay, let's never do that again.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
It's, Anyone else smell Guardians of the Galaxy? Wow.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to look through it a little bit here and there to see if it was like, what if there are any like little cues I can see, what things that you might miss, and I just got totally bombarded by just raw
Gonzo
action.
porn.
That's exactly. I just thought it was so much like it is like Fast and Furious in space, like of whatever
Jumped a
space I
fucking
saw.
motorcycle.
Yeah, a dirt bike.
It was a dirt
bike.
There was hardly any like there was like a little bit of the Enterprise. The rest was all on that whatever planet that was, and it was just like I could see scenes from like all the Furious movies. Like you could just like kind of pick them out, and it's just like,
Kirk, what are you doing? Gonna pull Sweet Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if it's just the. I mean, look, you don't know until you see the movie, but the way that's cut, they've just left any shred, and that's of classic Trek.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it needs to be that because Star Trek was dead for a long time. And the J.J. Abrams movie brought it back.
It's a revival for a modern audience, right?
It can just be so good. Like you know what reminded me of, and this will probably be fun and everything, and who knows, maybe the next trailer will break it down and show more of what the actual fucking story is, rather than I hope it's not like Alien X Games. Like that's all it is. But The Martian reminded me the most of what good Star Trek should be. Everyone see The Martian?
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
Because it was, I mean, obviously you didn't have aliens, but you had extremely intelligent people, right? Trying to figure out complex situations with science, using their brains, working together, and utter optimism.
Space MacGyvering.
But optimism throughout the whole thing, which is what Star Trek's always should be, right? Like, Star Trek is supposed to be, a future utopia for us, right? Like
utopia and the best minds,
best of everything,
of humanity.
We've achieved it, right? Whereas, Star Wars isn't science fiction at all. That is space opera. That's just fun kind of fantasy.
Because the things you have, like these people, you have you have Kirk, you have Picard, you have Janeway, you have these so not only is it a utopic society, you have the cream of the crop of this utopia, the brightest and best minds forward in the galaxy to kind of colonize and explore and all that kind of thing, right? So you do have interactions with Kirk and Q. Where Q is like this, this essentially a god, right? And still Picard is able to bandy minds with him and wits with him and put him into logical pitfalls, right? So there should be a bit of that, I think. That you get that intelligence of human beings, but you still need that good action. If you can hybridize the two,
you definitely get something out.
And the best of both worlds is Star Trek Wrath of Khan. That's kind of seen as Star Trek fans is the big one, and the J.J. Abrams movies definitely had that, right? At least the to boldly go, right? Where's the mission to kind of build your own legacy out in space, do the right thing, self-sacrifice for the team. This just looked like a shoot 'em up.
No, it was.
What I would have liked to see was, so I mean, I'm gonna see it.
Me too.
Oh we're all seeing it.
Yeah, we
should all see it together.
But what I'd like to see is they even the last movie when they introduced the Klingons and they look totally different. Right. I would have loved to see how they interact with the Klingons and the changes they made or other aliens. You know what I mean?
Because they're at the brink of war.
I would have loved to see Kor and Kang because those guys had constant battles with Kirk. You know what I mean? And they were constant adversaries all throughout the series. And I would have loved to. I would like to see a continuation of.
Well, it's like any good story. You're right. They build the enemies or the antagonists just as much as they do the friends and the protagonists. And you're right. There's just not enough development. That was one of the biggest criticisms of Lucas's prequel series was that there was no constant antagonists throughout the three. We need better, longer antagonists who keep on coming back and show up again and again.
Yeah, and especially if you want to do Star Trek justice, you want to stick to you. I mean, obviously, branch out into different races is fine. If you want to do little cameo races that I wonder what this species is. I wonder what this. But plug in some Romulans, plug in some,
Yeah.
you know, Cardassians, like you said, the Klingons. These are huge, Ferengi. These are huge players in the game.
Yeah.
These are constantly recycled.
It's
You
supposed
don't-
to be a united federation.
Exactly,
of planets. Yeah.
exactly. You want to get that feel, that understanding of that world. To do that, you bring in all the major players of that world, and then you can have your fringe aliens that you want to make up in some albino with weird metal on her face or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hard to do in movies though, right? In
Yeah.
a 24 episode season, you can do all that. Right now, where these movies are at, they're in their 5-year mission frontier, where they're just going to be out there for 5 years.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't recognize any of these aliens.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like,
So
at least pull
obviously-
one. Just give a little traditional pull.
But
Give
stop
one.
fucking up the Enterprise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just wanna,
Well, when did that happen? Become a regular thing?
Yeah.
Like the Enterprise just blows up.
Yeah.
Good point.
They did a special
We
thing.
know it's destroyed. It just sucked.
And it's like, we know it's destroyed, and we know you're stuck on this planet. And how many times have we seen in a movie that they're stuck on a planet, and we've done that.
How many enterprises do they have?
Exactly.
And how many
That's
do they
it's
go
a
through?
friggin' it's a worship. It takes the minerals of an entire planet to make an enterprise. You know what I mean? Like it's a huge ship.
This is not environmentally
you can't
friendly,
just
Mr. Abrams.
you can't just beam one back at your convenience. It's not like that. These things take a long time to
Well,
build in
but
space.
It's like
They're not built on a planet.
well, it's like crashing $1 million cars. You know what I mean? They just keep on getting new ones and new ones. But like,
Yeah.
come on,
Like
man.
I'm excited.
But as a plot device,
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
used a lot.
Like,
and I'm excited to watch it, but I would just like to see some progression with
I know.
you know, going on into the Enterprise and Kirk and you know
Yeah,
what I mean, that relationship.
consistency and
I
tradition
think
and-
I think
yeah,
the reason
continuity.
why they're sticking him on this planet is to show the relationship between all the characters and like the love they have for each other and blah blah blah. But come on, man, I'd really like to see like why Kirk, I mean we've seen it in other movies, but like why Kirk hates the Klingons so much, or you know
See, a lot of that was done in the original series through dialogue on the ship.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's like you're saying, like the ship's like most of that trailer seemed to be like very little time on the ship. Again, but we're basing it on a trailer. We don't know what the movie's going to be like. We don't know at what point any of that happens. But there's very little of that kind of character building, of those relationship builds on the actual ship, where a lot of that happened in the original series.
Yeah, I know. That's true. I accept the fact that these aren't going to be the hard-hitting sci-fi storylines that I enjoy so much.
Yeah.
I accept this is the action movie generation. Paramount wants it to be Guardians of the Galaxy. They want to sell Kirk and Spock toys, right? They want to sell toys of whatever cool white alien or whatever it is, right? If you're selling Gamora stuff, they want to sell that. I mean, I get it. I hope for a revival of the TV show. CBS is doing a Star Trek TV show,
But online.
it'll be streaming.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool. Like if it's just like 13 episodes and just a really hard arc all the way through, that'd be kind of cool. And then you get the best of both worlds. But no, we'll see with the official trailer if it expands on the story or unless it is just the X Games in space.
I'm interested to see it though.
All right, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Let us know in the comments what you think about Star Trek Beyond. Maybe you're into it or what you're hoping to see for more. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Twitter at The Hero Lair. We'll be back really, really soon.
Toss up Vulcan gang signs. Vulcan side.
Star Trek. Neptune.